This is G. Ramesh Kalyan, Assistant Professor at Department of Computer Science and Engineering, SNS College of Technology. The course name is 23 ITT 101. Course name is Programming in C and Data Structures. So the topic is Algorithm, Flowchart and Pseudocode. So first one is algorithm. An algorithm is a sequence of steps to solve a particular problem. So an algorithm is a predefined structure or else a predefined steps that is used to solve a problem, which really acts as a blueprint for developing a program. So what are the advantages of algorithm? So first one is it is a stepwise representation of solution to a given problem, which makes it easy to understand. The second one is an algorithm uses a definite procedure. Third one, it is not dependent on any programming language, so it is easy to understand for anyone, even without some programming knowledge. So every step in algorithm has its own logical sequence, so it can be executed and debugged. And next topic is how to write an algorithm. So this is predefined structure for writing an algorithm. So we just add the algorithm stepwise. So step 1, define your algorithm's input. That is, in step 1 we are defining the algorithm's input, and in step 2 define the variables. We are declaring or defining the variables of that particular program. And in step 3 outline the algorithm's operations. For example, if it is an addition operation program, so we just have an example of if we are taking two variables like a and b. So the main operation or the main operation of the program is adding two numbers. So we can like declare it as c is equal to a plus b. So this is an example of algorithm's operation. And next one, output the results of the algorithm's operation. So in step 4 we are just displaying the results of the algorithm's operation, that is as I said in the previous example. So if you are taking two numbers, a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2, so we are like performing the operations of addition of two numbers. So it is like c is equal to a plus b, that is 2 plus 1 3, and we are outputting or we are displaying the results, that is c is equal to 3, that is the sum of two numbers is 3. So this is the outputting the results of the algorithm's operation. And next one is example of finding an algorithm, that is finding the largest of three numbers. So in this we are just starting the program. Second, we are like reading the three numbers or initializing three numbers as a, b and c. And as it is the largest of three numbers program, we are like checking among the three numbers, that is a, b and c, which is the greatest one. So in this initially we are checking a and b. If a is greater, we are like checking the condition as a is compared with b and c, then a is compared with c. Similarly we are like comparing other two integers. So the step 3 we are checking if a is greater than b. If true, then check if a is greater than c. If true, print a as the greatest number. So if false, print c as the greatest number. If step 4 is false, then that is if a is greater than c, like it is false, then we are just checking if b is greater than or c, and if it is true we are printing as b, else we are printing c as the greatest number. We are then stopping the program. The next one is finding the sum of two numbers. So the algorithm for finding the sum of two numbers. So in this initially we are starting the program, and step 2 we are we give input of the first numbers as a, and we are giving the input number of second one as b. So step 4 we are performing the operations such as sum is equal to a plus b, and in step 5 we are displaying the sum, and 6 we are stopping the program by displaying the sum. And this is an example of swapping two numbers. So this is initially we are starting the program, then we are inputting two numbers, say num1 and num2. So displaying the values before swapping as value of num1 and num2. Then we are initializing temp to num1, then num1 is equal to num2, then num2 is equal to num1. So we are using the value of temp as a temporary variable. So finally we are displaying the values after swapping, that is the values of num1 and num2 after swapping, and finally we are stopping the program. Next one is flowchart. So flowchart is a diagrammatic or graphical representation of a flow of steps to solve a problem. So it uses different symbols to design a solution to a problem, and it is used commonly in all the programming tools. So by looking at a flowchart, we just can understand what are the operations and the sequences of the operations that has been carried or performed in the particular program. So what are the advantages of flowchart? So flowchart is an excellent way of communicating logic of a program. It is easy and efficient to analyze the problem using a flowchart. So after successful development of the program, it needs continuous timely maintenance during the course of its operation. So it is easy to convert the flowchart into a programming language or a code as compared to any other process. So these are the symbols that has been used. The first one is oval, that is used to represent start and end. And next is a parallelogram. This is used for input and output operation. Next is rectangle. So this is used for the arithmetic operations. The next one is diamond, that is used for decision making. And finally the arrows used to indicate the flow. Then circle, that is used to page connector. So this is in flow chart. So initially we are starting and we are giving the value of input value of a and b, then the like performing the operation sum is equal a plus b, then we are printing the sum or the output, then we are stopping the program. So this is an example of swapping two numbers. So this is finding the greatest of three numbers as we saw in previous example. So pseudocode. So pseudocode is a short phrase to write a code for programs before actually creating it into specific language. So it mainly focuses on the logic of the program. So this is an example of a pseudocode of greatest of three numbers. So we are checking first, we are having three numbers, so we are checking with n1 with n2 and n3, and if n is maximum we are printing n1, otherwise we are going for the next conditions like maximum of n3, that is n3 is greater than n1 greater than n2, and if we are using else if conditions, finally we are printing the largest of three numbers as maximum value. Thank you.